Ever feel like you're kind of, behind the curve, like everyone else is in on the secret you're missing?
Yeah, I get that.
Today, we're tackling that feeling, diving deep into ChatGPT.
Yeah, and you're definitely not alone. You know that stat about how only 37% of Germans have even tried it?
Really?
And most haven't gotten past the basics. Like, they've dipped their toes in the water, but they're not really swimming.
It's wild, right? It's like this super advanced robot ready to do your bidding, but you're only asking it to tell you a joke every once in a while.
Exactly.
So today, we're going pro. We're diving into 34 ChatGPT tips for beginners in 2024. Become a GPT PRO. It's a fantastic video from the Everlast AI YouTube channel,
Oh, yeah, they're great,
all about making AI work for you, not the other way around.
which is key.
They're known for their really practical AI advice, so get ready to take some notes, folks. This is all about walking away with strategies you can use like right now,
Immediately, yeah.
whether it's for work or just for fun or just to finally understand what all the hype is about.
Exactly.
And they start with this tip that sounds so simple, but it's a total game changer. Role playing.
Oh, interesting.
Not you personally, but getting ChatGPT to step into a character.
Exactly. Imagine this. You are stuck writing a cover letter, like dreading the usual, formal tone. What if instead you tell ChatGPT, write this like a detective presenting a case for why I should get this job?
Ooh, I like that.
Right.
Suddenly your cover letter's not just another piece of paper, it's a compelling story. It's got that intrigue, a little Sherlocky flair.
Exactly. It's memorable. It's different.
It shows you're thinking outside the box.
Yes, it injects personality
Right.
into what is usually a very dry process.
Totally.
And it's not just for cover letters. Think
Yeah.
about presentations, emails, even just social media posts. Like, everything changes when you add that layer of character.
It's like you're giving ChatGPT a costume and watching it transform.
Yes, exactly.
And speaking of transformations, the video also talks about something a lot of people don't realize. ChatGPT can do outputting information in different formats, not just text.
It's incredibly useful.
Yeah.
Like, need a table comparing different project management methods. ChatGPT can generate that.
So handy.
Want to turn like a random list of ideas into a to-do list? No problem.
They have a great example in the video where they ask ChatGPT to create a table of like 20 viral marketing strategies with columns for descriptions and budget, sorted alphabetically, and boom, you have an instant spreadsheet.
That's so helpful.
You could even ask for a PDF if you need a fancy report.
It's like having a personal assistant who can organize your thoughts,
Right.
but like instantly.
Right.
And speaking of organization,
Oh, yes.
let's talk about how ChatGPT can conquer information overload.
We've all been there, drowning in emails, articles, reports, you name it.
Oh, yeah.
Each one with this little like nugget of information you need to pull out.
Buried in there.
ChatGPT to the rescue. This video honestly blew my mind with how easily it can summarize complex information. It's a game changer, especially for like visual learners. They actually show in the video how you can feed ChatGPT a screenshot.
Oh, wow.
Like, say there's a software interface you're trying to understand.
Yeah.
You can literally take a screenshot, feed it to ChatGPT, and it can analyze it.
No way.
It's amazing.
That's really cool.
It'll give you explanations, insights.
Wow.
No more trying to decipher those cryptic tool tips or those like button labels that make no sense.
Yeah.
It's like having a tech-savvy friend looking over your shoulder, just explaining things, in plain English.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just software. Like, imagine you're trying to learn about anatomy, right?
Okay, yeah.
You could show ChatGPT a diagram of like the human heart.
Oh, interesting.
And instead of just describing what you see, it could actually explain how all the different parts work together.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Talk about bringing learning to life. And speaking of making things click, the video dives into something that I think really takes us beyond basic ChatGPT prompting and into the realm of like true mastery.
Okay, what's that?
And that is providing context.
Oh, interesting.
Because let's be honest, we've all had those moments where we've asked ChatGPT a question
Yeah.
and we get back an answer that's technically correct, but it just feels like so generic.
Yeah, for sure. It's like not helpful.
Yeah, it's like asking a chef for a delicious meal and they just hand you a bowl of plain rice.
Right.
Like, it's edible, it's fine, but it's not exactly what you were hoping for.
Exactly.
But what if instead you could give that chef a few key ingredients?
Yeah.
Tell them your favorite flavors, or even like show them a picture of a dish you love.
Okay, yeah.
That's essentially what we're talking about here. By giving ChatGPT background information, specific details,
Yeah.
even like examples of the tone or style that you're going for, you transform it from this generic response machine into like a personalized creative partner.
Right.
The video gives a really good example of like, let's say you want to write a blog post about AI in the workplace.
Okay.
Instead of just saying, write me a blog post about AI, you could feed it like a recent statistic about AI adoption rates.
Okay, yeah.
You could mention a specific industry you want to focus on. You can even be like, hey, write this in a very conversational, engaging tone.
Oh, I like that.
And suddenly your blog post isn't just another like generic article. It's this focused, engaging piece that's tailored to your audience and your purpose.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's like the difference between a mass-produced sweater and one that's been like custom tailored just for you.
Yeah, totally.
And speaking of custom, the video also introduces this idea of custom GPTs,
Okay.
which is essentially like your own personalized AI assistants
So I.
that are built for very specific tasks.
So cool.
And it's not just a theoretical thing. The video creator actually uses a bunch of custom GPTs in his work.
Really?
Like he built one that drafts blog posts for his company.
Oh, wow.
And he said over 1,000 people have used it.
That's amazing. Imagine the possibilities.
No, right?
That's incredible.
It's like having, I don't know, a team of specialist robots, but each one is trained to handle like a very specific aspect of your work or your life.
It's next level for sure.
Talk about a productivity boost, right?
Right. Totally. It's about working smarter, not harder. Right. And, while building your own AI might seem kind of daunting, remember those first few times you tried using ChatGPT?
Oh, yeah.
It probably felt a bit like, learning a new language almost.
Oh, totally. Like all those slashes and those prompts and like
Just a whole
it
stuff.
felt like I was trying to hack into the mainframe like in some cheesy 80s movie.
Right. Exactly.
But once you get the hang of it,
It clicks.
it starts to feel really natural really quickly.
Yeah. And like learning any skill, the key is to just start small,
Yeah.
experiment, and don't be afraid to ask for help.
Right.
There are so many resources out there, online communities, tutorials.
Oh, yeah.
They can guide you through it.
Absolutely. And speaking of guidance, the video ends on this really inspiring note. Like, it's not just about using the AI tools that exist now, it's about starting to imagine what we can create with them.
It's like we've been given these incredible building blocks.
Yes.
And it's up to us to build the future with them.
I love that. It's not just about automating those tedious tasks. It's about using AI to unlock whole new levels of creativity, solve problems we haven't even thought of solutions for yet.
Exactly. And what's so exciting is you don't need to be like a tech genius to be a part of this.
Right.
If you can imagine it, chances are you can at least start experimenting with AI to bring it to life.
It's all about that perspective shift, going from like, I'm just a user to I can be a creator.
Yes.
It's really empowering.
It is. So to our listeners, I hope this deep dive has given you not only some practical ChatGPT tips to, really up your game, but also like that little spark of, what if
Yeah.
about the future of AI.
Because the future isn't something that just happens to us.
Right.
We create it. And with these amazing tools at our fingertips, like ChatGPT, the possibilities are truly limitless.
Couldn't agree more.